A modern high-speed rotary tablet press operates with relentless precision, outputting hundreds of thousands of pills every single hour. But that speed makes failures immediate. You look at the conveyor belt and see severe defects. Tablets are cracking down the middle, or the entire top layer shears cleanly off, a defect known as capping. A machine operator's immediate instinct is to blame the equipment. They try to crank up the compression force or fiddle with the mechanical components, like the hopper and feeder, to save the batch. But the reality on the manufacturing floor is that most of these severe compression problems have nothing to do with the rotary press itself. Attempting to fix the machine is a futile effort to treat a final symptom while ignoring the underlying cause. The manufacturing failure actually occurred hours earlier, upstream in the granulation stage. Long before a powder enters the press, engineers must secure granule consistency. This means enforcing strict uniformity of physical properties across billions of microscopic particles. If this powder mixture lacks consistency, smooth manufacturing becomes physically impossible. A batch with too much moisture or the wrong particle size will fail to fill the machine's dies evenly. Size imbalance is a specific danger. If the mixture contains too much fine dust, the final pill becomes brittle and weak. If the granules are overly coarse, they pack unevenly, causing weight variations from one dose to the next. Ultimately, the structural integrity of the final tablet depends on how these microscopic granules interlock and behave under pressure. To predict exactly how millions of loose granules will behave under pressure, pharmaceutical scientists rely on two measurements of density: bulk density and tapped density. This diagram shows bulk density, powder falling naturally under gravity, leaving large void spaces. Under pressure, this trapped air acts like a spring, expanding and fracturing the tablet. Conversely, tapped density measures powder settling under vibration, eliminating air gaps as volume shrinks. Measuring the gap between these two physical states allows scientists to predict exactly how a powder will survive the extreme pressure of the rotary press. Engineers translate this physical settling behavior into a concrete predictive mathematical score. This visualization displays Carr's index, the formula comparing bulk and tapped density to grade powder potential. An index below 20% indicates excellent flow, ensuring stable compression. Spiking above 25% triggers an alarm, signaling upstream instability like overwetted powder or excess fines. Mathematical translators like Carr's index function as an early warning radar, catching microscopic flow issues before they destroy an entire batch. Modern pharmaceutical manufacturing relies on rigorous in-process controls to intercept density variations before the press is even turned on. Historically, quality control relied on end-of-the-line checking. Flawed initial powder resulted in massive amounts of wasted product that had to be discarded. Testing bulk and tapped density is now a mandatory barrier. A batch must pass this checkpoint to move forward in the process. Global regulatory authorities require these physical tests as a fundamental part of good manufacturing practices. Mandated density testing serves as an engineered firewall, protecting the safety and efficacy of the entire drug supply chain. If the density math reveals an anomaly, manufacturers take corrective measures. They optimize drying times, adjust environmental humidity, standardize milling screens, and fix the granulation. A perfectly tuned granulation process replaces high rejection rates with smooth, predictable output. True structural quality cannot be brute forced. You cannot salvage a pharmaceutical product simply by tweaking a machine setting at the last second. A perfect tablet is engineered from the ground up. That quality is designed into the density and consistency of every microscopic granule, long before the press ever begins to spin.